This is him.
I think I know who this is.
Wow.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, this is Werner.
Hello, Bear Down. I'm Werner Herzog.
That's a great guest, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you. Go out there and drum up some people, please.
Well, damn.
That's the first. This is like the first
legit thing Doug has
Mandel's
done.
ever come through.
Yeah.
Ever.
You're Mandel's brother-in-law?
That's right. I'm married to his oldest sister.
Oh, of 7. Wow, that's a brood, isn't
He's
it?
a baby of 8.
Yeah. He's the pup. He's the runt, probably. So, well, I just want to say I'm a huge fan. I did not know you were a huge Bear fan. And I think you're a genius documentarian and filmmaker. I love Fitzgerald. That's a great, crazy movie.
Thank you. I'd rather not focus on my film work today. I'd like to be here and speak about the Bears, which are very important to me. I've been a Bears fan all my life.
Wow.
Okay.
Just for the people out there, we should tell people who he is. Right? You know, a filmmaker, Grizzly Man.
Grizzly Man. If you haven't seen Grizzly Man, go see Grizzly Man or rent it. It's a fantastic movie.
Do people rent movies?
Cave of Forgotten
How do you get a
Dreams.
movie these days when you buy it?
Netflix.
Yeah,
Is that a
that's
rental?
Yeah, you can stream it.
Our downloads. I'm sorry, Werner. We're very tough on language, the three of us.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can talk about the Bears if you'd like to. I see you have some thoughts written down.
Having listened to your previous podcast, I know you were able to make your predictions for the season, but I have my own, and I'd like to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, growing up in Germany, were you a Bears fan growing up in Germany, or?
Yes, like most Germans, I am a Bears fan.
Right.
I didn't know. That's awesome. That makes me love Germany. That's amazing.
Great.
That's awesome. Well, God, this is great. Go ahead.
mean, are the Germans attracted to the Bears? Because I guess the Bears are kind of a pure team. They're one of the original 6.
Yeah,
right?
they probably got
something
into it when in the 50s when we set up, all the army bases and stuff. Bears were a
During the
powerhouse back then.
post-war division of Germany, watching and listening to Bears games was one of our few enjoyments.
Right. It's like when the Berlin Wall came down.
We
were
probably
able to-
helped the Berlin Wall come down, the Bears. I'm sure the Bears had something to do with that wall coming down. If Germany loved
I think
us.
Mongo McMichael ran through it, a certain portion of it.
I wouldn't doubt
Yeah,
it.
Brian Piccolo, that was why he's famous, right?
I think he died of a disease
Cancer.
named after him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian Piccolo disease. Okay, anyways, Werner, we get off topic a lot. You have some thoughts you wanted to start?
Sure.
Yeah, so these are your predictions for the Bears this season.
It's
That's
so
right.
cool that you're a Bears fan. I got to say, I'm a huge. You're a genius. You really are, and you're tough as heck.
Yeah, wearing a Podlish jersey right now, the new punter for the Bears. I like it.
Thousands of years ago, the first primitive societies carved and painted the stories and tokens of their brief lives onto the rock faces and cave walls of their world. Enigmatic messages that to this day we struggle to understand. Emblems of the human desire to project a context onto the chaotic world that we all inhabit. Stripped of the inanities of modern life, we stand naked and frightened as early man once did when we stare into the unblinking eye of eternity. The Chicago Bears' regular season schedule arouses a similar feeling of dread and the primal hatred of the unknown. A front-loaded nightmare featuring 3 playoff contenders and a road game in New Orleans could easily leave the Bears in an 0-3 hole before moving on to face a resurgent Detroit and the suddenly dangerous Vikings. How the Bears will compete with division favorite Green Bay is an open question, one which may well be decided long before a Christmas night showdown with the champs on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
I got to say, you are a true Bears fan. You probably have nailed everything that everyone's talking about. You really know the game. That's amazing.
Yet there's reason to be optimistic. The Bears have gotten much better on paper since the January beatdown in the NFC title game, but much will depend on the play of the talented but erratic Jay Cutler and an aging defense only recently bolstered by the arrival of 2-time Pro Bowler Brandon Merriweather.
Yeah.
Early contract disputes with Lance Briggs and Matt Forte and a jumbled receiving core provide ample reason to fear that by November bye week, the Bears will be in disarray, doomed to merely survive the remainder of the season like soulless automatons, existing only in self-enclosed universe of joyless futility and praying for death.
I wonder if the Lids crowd is listening to this. This
Wait,
is
the Bears
heavy.
going to be praying for death?
This is
Yes.
heavy, man.
Like many die-hard Bears fans, I will watch every game. As a man and a Grabowski, I will search for inspiration and comfort from Lovie Smith and Mike Martz. But as an artist and a filmmaker, I can only observe and record the carnage with unfeeling detachment, a helpless witness to a tragedy in which I can play no part. The process by which we as human beings create and defeat our expectations defines our essential frailty. It serves to remind us of our insignificance like a collective atavistic drumbeat, reaching us from our earliest desperate moments as a species across the millennia to a present state of total helplessness in the face of forces beyond our control and shaping our destiny. Wow. With luck and no injuries, the Bears could rack up 9 wins and just miss the wild card. Hoping for more than that would be an exercise in self-delusion.
Wow, that's bleak.
That's a great...
Wait, was somebody at Lids? What? He's probably a fan.
Wow.
Somebody else.
That's
the bleakest review preseason of a team in the history. I've never heard a bleaker review for a team.
You should have heard the one I had before we got Merriweather.
Thank you, Werner.
Werner, thank you. Please come on the show again.
Oh, it would be my pleasure.
And are you going to the game?
I am going to the game on Saturday.
Well,
it's Sunday. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're probably jet lagged. You travel all around.
Little jet lagged.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And Doug, can we get him a free hat or something? Get him a Bears hat from the manager.
I'd like a throwback.
Yeah, we can. It's
Do we have to
usually
pay
40% off, but we'll figure it out.
We can't even get a free hat.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it, guys.
Nunez's free hat?
No.
Yeah, I'll take care of it, guys.
How does your sister get along with her husband? It seems like a pretty intense relationship that would be.
Well, Werner, you're pretty loose around Thanksgiving, you know.
That's one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah, it is. Mine too. You fascinate me. You're tremendous. All right. Thank you, Werner. Doug, see if we can get a free hat. All right. We now have a public service announcement. Something Bear Island doesn't do, but we do care about the community. This is our public service announcement.